welcome back to our channel BeCaind. This is me Kriti and that's my husband Shrey. So today we are diving headfirst into the memories from our Europe trip, and we are starting from the very first city, which is the city of Rome. So Rome is a timeless city, and it's not just about the architecture there, but it's more about the authentic food, the mouth-watering Italian cuisine that you get, the lively and the fresh vibe that the city offers. So we were there for around 3 days, and it was the city where we landed from Toronto. It was our first major city to explore in Europe, and yeah, we were in love.
So earlier this year, Kriti and I started discussing about our international trip, and Europe was the first thing that came to our mind because Kriti had never been to Europe and I had been about 2-3 times earlier. So I wanted her to see Europe and experience it from her own eyes. So we started looking at visa appointments, and we were able to find that the Italian embassy was giving Schengen visas at a relatively quick timeline. So we got our Schengen visa from the Italian embassy. If you want us to make a detailed video about the visa process from Toronto, please mention it in the comments and we will make a detailed video. But after getting our visa, we were all ready to board the flight from Toronto directly into Rome.
So we traveled in the month of April, thinking it would be a little warm. Spring is setting in, but yeah, you will find out what we experience in our Euro trip.
But in case you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you are notified of all the upcoming videos in this series as well as the other videos that we keep releasing every week.
So here you'll see we are dropping our darling pet, our fish, to Shrey's cousin's house. So we left our fish there because it needs constant feeding and needs to be taken care of. So our cousin really helped us out there. After dropping the fish, we pretty much were ready with our packing, and we were leaving the next day. We couldn't record much because I am with a grumpy old man who was very upset because his football team lost a match and he didn't record anything. So you won't see any clips.
So as soon as we arrived in Rome, I figured out that there is a bus that leaves from the airport every 30 minutes into Vatican City where our Airbnb was. Following Google Maps, we were able to walk to the bus stop and we immediately got a bus, and within 30 minutes we were right outside our Airbnb. Let us show you a quick tour of our Airbnb where we were staying in Rome.
So as you walk in, there is a small little bed. It's a queen size bed, and they've given us nice side tables and lamps as well. We do have a heater and the AC in the room. In you know, the weather right now is a little confusing. This is a small wardrobe area that has been provided, and this is our bathroom. So it comes with the regular bathroom shower and the toilet, and there is also a bidet, which is a thing in Italy. So this was the tour of our Airbnb in Rome. There is also a common area that I would like to show you, which is right outside. Common area or a kitchen. So you have some snacks, you have some coffee, and you can sit around and have some breakfast in the morning or during the day if you want a snack out. So yeah, this is our Airbnb. So after the tour and after sort of freshening up, we thought let's grab some authentic Italian lunch, and what's better than a pizza. We found this cute little place near to our Airbnb, and we ordered a authentic Italian pizza which is thinly sliced, and my mouth is salivating right now just thinking about it again. The food
Mamma mia.
was supreme there. I can just remember the mushroom pizza I had. It was amazing.
It was really good, and it was just a cafe on the street. It wasn't like we visited some really fancy place, but that's what food is in Europe. So after having lunch, we figured out that we wanted a data pack to explore, and we didn't get roaming from Canada because it is really expensive to use your SIM outside. So what we did, we bought a new SIM from a Vodafone store in Rome. It costed me only about 55 euros, and with that I was able to get 100 GB of data. So it's much cheaper to buy a local SIM rather than converting your SIM here into an international pack. Once we had that, then our life was sorted, and Kriti started posting a lot of stories on Instagram.
street shopping. So I'm just walking around and you can see here there are just local shops like how we have in India. So I'm very excited. This is something we miss in Canada. There is not much. So yeah, I'll be shopping around and I'm very excited. So the beauty of Europe is that anywhere you walk, you can find beautiful buildings, architecture, beautiful sunsets, sunrises coming through the buildings. So we were walking around just casually, leisurely, exploring the city because we wanted it to be a chill day. As we landed that day and it was a red-eye flight, we were a little jet lagged. So we thought we'll just walk around and just explore the city. So as we are walking around, we are seeing just random streets being so pretty. Like in Canada or North America, you walk, you see a lot of houses and trees, but the architecture of the buildings there, the cobblestone streets, is just a different vibe. I mean, I was just mesmerized. I never saw something so beautiful, and it was just a random street in Rome. So I was like, wow, this is out of this world. Why is it so pretty?
Every street was worthy of taking a photograph. So after casually exploring the city, we stopped at a local bakery to get coffee and some pastry, and it was divine. But after that, we made our way to the iconic Spanish Steps, which is a vibe in itself, guys.
It's an Insta-worthy place. You have these beautiful spring flowers that are there on the steps, and you have multiple steps that take you towards the scenic, sort of like a rooftop view that you can go up, climb up to, and you can get the entire view of the city. So we did that. We clicked a lot of Instagrammable pictures. A lot of girls were just there posing with those flowers, and it was crowded, but we climbed the steps and we got to see the mesmerizing sunset view. Luckily, it was golden hour. Yeah.
And there are 135 stairs in the Spanish Steps which take you to the top, and from there you can see sunset. So try to go at that time. It's really beautiful. And from there, from the Spanish Steps, within 5 minutes you can walk your way to the iconic and legendary Trevi Fountain, the most popular and tourist worthy attraction in Rome, or maybe one of the most popular ones.
And that is also an Instagrammable spot. A lot of folks, I've heard, they come in, wake up at 4 a.m. to go there and click their pictures. It was super packed. You just stand there and you see these things. You're just mesmerized that how can it be so pretty?
Yeah.
Because it's something if you don't experience living in North America or even in India or anywhere else. So it has its own charm. So we were just standing there seeing that, and I was troubling him to click all of my pictures because why not? And we clicked bunch of pictures. There's also a famous saying that if you throw a coin in Trevi Fountain, your wish comes true or you come back to Italy again.
And maybe I would have wished that the first time in Rome. That's why I came back to that same place with Kriti. While I was there, I was thinking they just don't make monuments like these anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like just so beautiful. Like things that are made today are very practical, but they aren't beautiful.
Every building's architecture is just amazing. The small nitty-gritty details that they put, it's just amazing. So after Trevi Fountain, we were just leisurely exploring the cities. Like I said, I also went and explored some local boutiques because I was carrying a small cabin backpack, so I thought I might want to shop from Italy, considering it's a fashion capital, so it will have good stuff. And Italian clothes I've seen online are amazing. You would not believe where I went. I went to Zara in Rome, and it had 4 floors.
It was like a mall in itself.
Yeah, and I've never seen a Zara like that anywhere, so I was like, wow. So I was so happy. I explored all the 4 floors, didn't shop much, shopped a little.
And I want to send a message to people from Zara. If you're making a 4-floor building for women, what will men do? Like, there wasn't even a place to sit. I had to figure out where to sit, and then there was no place. So either give us a gaming console, put some PS5, or at least give us some seats to sit so that we don't trouble our wives while they are shopping.
So yeah, we were just enjoying the city. In the night, we wanted to try something authentic. I was really excited to try the carbonara pasta. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So it's a white cheese pasta and it's very famous there. I didn't like it as much. I was mixing it with Shrey's pasta and then I liked it.
Yeah, mine was much better.
So Shrey tried the red pasta. I'm not able to recollect the name, but it starts with an A. We had the local, authentic Italian food and it was amazing.
One thing about restaurants, if you will go from Canada, one thing that you will observe is that they don't add tip and it's not mandatory. So if you want, you can tip, but they don't expect you to tip. Water is chargeable, so if you will ask for water, they will add few euros to your bill, and they also don't rush you. So like you will sit there, and after 10 minutes nobody would have come and they are busy talking to other people. They expect you to have a proper time, so that's why they're not rushing you all the time. So you can really sit and have a conversation if you are in an Italian restaurant.
So after the pasta, as we were really jet lagged, we thought we will sleep in. When we woke up, it was almost 10 o'clock in the morning and we were like, wow, this is very late for both of us.
So after having our free breakfast in the Airbnb, we walked up to the Vatican City and the Vatican Museum, and also the St. Peter's Square, which is adjacent to it. So we didn't go inside the Vatican Museum because I had already been there in my last Euro trip, so I did not want to spend many hours visiting again. And there is a big queue to visit the Vatican Museum. So in case you are planning to do that, book your tickets in advance so that you don't end up spending 2 hours in a line. But it's a very, very beautiful museum. It has the Sistine Chapel, which I'm sure you would have seen the painting somewhere. It's the roof in the Vatican Museum. It's definitely worth visiting, but I couldn't take Kriti this time because there was a long queue and I had already been there. So we then made our way to the St. Peter's Square, which is again a very, very beautiful square in the middle of Vatican. This is where Pope also comes and delivers his message and sermons. But on the way to the Peter's Square, we stopped to have a pizza from a local small shop.
Yeah,
and do you want to describe that pizza?
Oh my god, yes. I remember that. So as we got ready, we were a little hungry after our little breakfast, so we thought, why not pick up pizza? And that was just for 3 euros, I think. And that was the highlight for me for this trip. That was the best pizza I ever had in my life. It was just a plain 4-slice margherita pizza, square pizza, and if I had to go back to Rome and eat just one thing, I would eat that pizza. Like, it was amazing.
After having the pizza, we went to St. Peter's Square. It's a really, really beautiful place. It's so massive with all its statues. I think there are 72 statues all around the square, and you really need some time to visit it and appreciate the beauty. So we spent some time there.
So apart from the architecture, the day was also very nice. It was sunny, and you would see in some of our videos, just look at the clouds. I have not seen such a beautiful sky anywhere. Like, I know I might be exaggerating, but if you can see the clouds with that architecture, it was just like, I was awestruck. I'm literally one of a kind, right? I've never seen something like this ever.
Rome wasn't built in a day. That's the saying, and it is true.
It proves that for sure.
And while walking on the Roman streets, in case you get thirsty, there are water fountains deployed all across the city which have clean water, so you can use that to fill your water, and we pretty much did that almost the entire trip.
So after exploring Vatican City and just clicking multiple pictures and videos, we went to try another famous thing in Italy, popularly known gelato. I took this chocolate rum gelato, and oh my god, again, I had never had something like this ever. It was just amazing.
So after enjoying our gelatos, we walked around the city as well. Explored some popular spots and then came across this shop which was calling itself the best tiramisu in town.
This is actually a TikTok and Instagram viral place where we went to. It's called Two Sizes.
Yeah.
And they literally have two sizes of tiramisu. They have different flavors. And you can see we took a strawberry and a classic tiramisu. Oh my god. It was again, I've never tasted something like
And
that.
I have a sweet tooth, so I really enjoyed eating this tiramisu.
Yeah.
I think if I want to go back for one place, it would be this tiramisu. So after having that tiramisu, we went to explore Pantheon, which is an old Roman temple, and we saw it from the outside. There is a queue to go inside, but we didn't go inside. We just clicked some photographs like tourists. There was a big queue to go inside the Pantheon as well.
We walked around and like I said, I was exploring these local shops and boutiques. Italy is known for its leather, any items with leather, whether it's a jacket, belt, anything. So I really wanted to buy a good quality leather bag. So we went to this, again, a very small shop near Pantheon, and I got myself a very pretty leather bag. So I was very happy.
So then we came across this sandwich shop, All Antico Vinaio. Again, it's a very popular, and I think it became famous on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
They have these brothers running the shop and they have very famous sandwiches, which is known all around the world. So we definitely wanted to try. And the cheese in the sandwich was so fresh, and even the bread. I really enjoyed having this sandwich. Like, I want to go back and eat just the food, like maybe,
Yeah.
I'm done exploring the city. I've already been there twice, but if somebody could bring the food to me, that would be something that I would pay for.
Yeah, and if you don't like to eat a lot, you can definitely share this. We just took one sandwich and it was like really big. So we thought, we'll just have, as you can see, Shrey is enjoying that here. So we just took one sandwich and we shared it, and it was amazing.
We came across this monument called Vittoria Emanuele Monument, which is dedicated to the King of Italy. It's a very, very big and massive monument dedicated to him, and if you climb the stairs, you can see Rome from the distance from a very different angle. But it took a long time to explore this because they don't allow you to come back from the same place. So they will ask you to go round and round in the building and explore the entire thing and exit from a different place, which we thought was a waste of time. It took us like more than an hour to just explore, and we weren't interested at all. So if you want to skip this, you can totally skip this monument.
Yeah, this was one of the places which I didn't like at all, because first it had a lot of stairs to climb, and on top of the stairs, like Shrey said, they were asking us to go all around. It felt like a forced walk.
Yeah.
That you had to forcefully walk and see everything, and then only you're allowed to exit, which I found very stupid. As soon as we were towards the exit, it was raining like cats and dogs, and we had one umbrella, but I don't think it was enough because the rain was really heavy. So we thought of utilizing that exit space, and we were just waiting there for the rain to stop so that we can walk our way towards the Colosseum.
Yeah, the weather in April in Rome is a hit and miss.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can get really good and sunny days, but sometimes it can rain. So be prepared for all the weathers. And then we started to walk towards possibly the most famous monument in Rome and recognized all around the world, the Colosseum. It used to be the fighting place for gladiators. If in case you haven't seen the movie Gladiator, do that. It's an amazing movie. It takes you back in time when you visit the Colosseum to see how the world used to be back in the day, where people are just coming to watch men fight each other and kill each other to death and fight with lions and all sorts of animals. So it was a different time in itself. And Colosseum also, by the time we reached, I think the entry was closed, but we didn't want to go inside anyways. But Colosseum entry lines are also very, very long. So purchase your ticket well in advance so that you don't spend a lot of time waiting in line. But it looks so beautiful as the evening was progressing.
Yeah.
The lights were getting on and it was looking so beautiful.
Yeah, something I think Shrey missed in his last trip was he saw it during the day, but I heard that Colosseum looks beautiful in the night, and that's why we planned our day in a way that we go there towards the end of the night so that we can see it light up. So I think by the time we were walking, we saw even the Roman Forum on the way. It was a beautiful walk and I could see the glimpse of the Colosseum. So it was sunset hour, so we saw the sunset, and then we just sat down near one of the cafes which had the view of the Colosseum at the back, and we had some bruschetta and Aperol Spritz, which
Yeah.
was just enjoying a sundowning day or a sundowner in Rome.
And the Roman Forum, it was the center of the city back in the day. It was where all the public speeches and election campaigns used to be held. So we didn't go inside, but again, it's a very, very popular monument in Rome. If you want, you can explore it and let us know in the comments how you liked it. Then we went to Colosseum and we got a place where we were getting a very good view of the Colosseum while enjoying our dinner, and there was light music playing on the street, so it was a very, very beautiful experience. And the musician playing there told me that I look like an actor, right? Yeah.
He told him he looks like Shah Rukh Khan. And he started playing a song.
So that made my day for
Yeah.
sure. So after visiting the Colosseum, we made our way back to Vatican where we were staying. And in Rome, we didn't take Uber at all. Either you can get a full day card or you can purchase tickets for I think 2.5 or 3 euros, and through which you can travel for 90 minutes. So that's metro system in Rome was very good. It was very accessible and safe to use. So this was the end of the first leg of our Euro trip. 2 days in Rome are enough unless you want to spend a lot of time visiting the Vatican Museum or the Colosseum. You may consider adding a day because these places take a long time. But don't plan anything less than 2 days because you will feel very rushed and you will not be able to enjoy the city as much as we did. But in case you have any questions for us or any spots that you think we missed out on, please mention it in the comments so that people can watch and plan their itinerary as well.
Rome is a place I would definitely want to go back to. It was just the vibe of the city is what I really liked, and obviously the food.
And the people also.
The
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people and very nice. So yeah, Rome was really worth it, and it, like Shrey said, it wasn't built in a day. It's a famous saying, and we could see that, like, it was very beautiful.
So on the third day, we took our train from Rome to Florence, and what happened there and what we did in our Euro trip, that's something that we will share in the upcoming videos. For now, if in case you like this video, please hit the like button and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we will see you very soon. Take care. Goodbye.